of President Donald Trump's latest grifts is receiving a ton of backlash from angry customers. Oh, some of the president's biggest supporters who had dropped some serious money on Trump brand watches, okay, are now calling it a scam. That's right. The majority of reviews for Get Trump watches on Trustpilot give the company only a single star. Ooh, that's not good. Now, these watches are made by the Best Watches on Earth LLC, which is debatable, okay, whether or not they're the best watches. Now, the cost for one of these Trump brand watches go from $499, ouch, to $2,999, or $5,389 for something called the Ultra Mega Collector Set. Now, they really missed an opportunity there, okay? Why would you not call this the Ultra Mega Collector Set? Y'all are really dropping the ball here. If you are going to scam, you got to go all in, okay? You're appealing to MAGA people. Why not call it the Ultra Mega Collector Set? I'm just saying. God. But anyway, yes, it is a scam, just like everything else that Donald Trump does, okay? Now, Danny B's review of the website's Trustpilot profile uncovered a string of poor reviews. No kidding. With about 57% of the 30 customers who have rated the watches at the time of the publication giving the company just a single star. Another 3% of reviewers gave it 2 stars. So now Trustpilot is one of the internet's leading review sites, okay? And so that's what they're going off of. That said, can't really independently verify the accuracy of said complaints because, I mean, it's online. It's like going off of Amazon reviews. You don't know who's really legit. To be fair, okay? That said, there is a lot of complaints, okay? Now, Trustpilot, again, had gotten a lot of complaints for these watches. For example, the 2.8 star rating suggests a record of overpromising and underdelivering. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. I mean, it's kind of like what he did during and then after the election. He overpromised and underdelivered. I'm going to lower the price of groceries day one, he said. Groceries cost even more now than before. I mean, price of eggs, price of gas, all that stuff. Still not all that low. Just saying. Now, reviewers cite delays, non-arrivals, and ignored demands for refunds. Which, again, doesn't surprise me at all. Do you think that anything related to Donald Trump is going to give you a refund? No, you sweet summer children, you. No. Here's one review. My daughters ordered a Trump watch, and after 5 months of waiting, have not received anything. It's a shame this company is not holding to President Trump's high standards. This was a present for my 80th birthday. Trump's high standards. High standards. What high standards? By the way, you know that comment's legit because they actually did seriously say this does not hold up to Donald Trump's high standards. Oh my God. Okay, there's more. Another customer, Timothy M. Reynolds, warned on April 29th, do not order anything from these people. LS wrote on March 21, took my money, then nothing. It finally dawned on me, I was scammed. Avoid ordering anything from these people. Yes. Seriously, though. Um, Another Michael posted 11 days earlier, no watch delivered, endless lines of customer service, hollow responses. Again, what did you expect? You expected to order something from Trump and actually get what you paid for? What you paid an exorbitant amount for? These are not cheap. These are not cheap. Foreign customers, by the way, also ripped off. In fact, Swede Renier Ludekens on September 5th wrote, ordered a watch, July 10th. Haven't got it yet. Well, you know, shipping. Shipping, dude. Look, they got to take the watch, right? And they got to ship it across the ocean. The ocean made of big water. Ocean water. Okay? Takes time. No, I'm kidding. Mike from Norway posted on June 7th, I plan to sue. This is a scam. Yeah. Well, to be fair, though, you're from Norway. You probably know better. No, I'm kidding, of course. Now, on January 8th, let me be frank, from Switzerland, wrote, absolutely horrible customer service. Do not buy any of these garbage products. Avoid like the plague. Which in America, thanks to RFK Jr., you kind of can't avoid the plague anymore. Okay. Now, that said, when it comes to the Swiss, look, the Swiss do know their watches. So if they say that they're garbage, you might want to listen. Now, the Daily Beast, by the way, contacted the Best Watches on Earth LLC, again, debatable, on Saturday for comment. And an auto response told them, please note that we may have received a large number of requests and may take additional time to provide you with a response. Why would you be getting a large number of requests? Could only guess. That organization, by the way, to be fair, they followed up a few minutes later to thank the publication, the Daily Beast, for bringing all the complaints to their attention. Were you not monitoring them before or something? Did, like, someone have to kick you in the ass to do your job? To address complaints as customer service? That's weird. And by the way, the message said that the matter had been escalated to its head of customer service, who would handle the matter and provide necessary feedback. Now, you're not going to be surprised, you're not going to be shocked at what happened next, okay? What they said. The following day, the head of the customer service, someone simply known as Ryan, replied to say that these reviews, the negative ones, were nothing more than, quote unquote, fake news. Of course they were, fake news, all fake news. Come on. He added, tens of thousands of satisfied people have purchased Trump watches, and he claimed that 2 of the negative reviewers had since had their complaints resolved. Wait a minute, I thought that they were all fake news. How can you resolve something that's fake news? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. On gettrumpwatches.com, you can see real verified testimonials of people loving their Trump watches, Ryan added. None of the reviews on the website have less than 5 stars. I wonder what's fake. Wonder what's fake. Now, here's the thing. In reality, of course, around a third of respondents gave the watches 5 stars, which I think is pretty interesting because that's about the amount of support that Trump has among the American electorate. 33%, that's about Donald Trump's floor, around there. His polling, understand, will never go lower than that. Okay? And again, it's because it's a cult, essentially. The people that are with him, 90%, Republicans still have a 90% approval rate of Donald Trump, and it will never go lower than that. There is nothing that he can do that will stop Republicans from supporting him. I swear. Prove me wrong, MAGA people. Prove me wrong. Well, what about Marjorie Taylor Greene? She's criticizing the administration, right? She's not criticizing Donald Trump personally, though. Let's be fair about that. Now, what's also interesting, though, is that the watches are marketed as Swiss-made. However, according to CNN, who reported in October of last year that the corporate records for the Best Watches on Earth LLC do not go to Switzerland, but go to a registered agent address in a Wyoming shopping center. The frequently asked questions section does not even name a factory location, while the manufacturing origin remains opaque in public materials. So basically, we do not know where these watches are made. They could be made in China, for all we know. And it wouldn't be the first time. And it wouldn't be Trump's first scam either. The man is a grift machine. And sadly, unfortunately, it works. A New Yorker investigation estimated that by the end of his second term, Trump and his family will have taken in more than $3.4 billion, largely from deals and investments that have hinged on the Trump presidency. This is what happens when we turn politicians into celebrities, celebrities into politicians, and grifters into presidents. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.